There we go. Good evening, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. We have a great team with us this evening that will be doing the presenting. Deb Corder and Sandy Trissler and Elizabeth and I will be leading the call, and then we'll have the opportunity for some other people to have some stories. So, Deb, do you want to get us started?
Sure, great. So everyone, being healthy today can be challenging, can it? We want to look good and feel good, and we want to live a long time. But how do we do it? There's so much conflicting information out there and diets that are complicated, confusing, and that's where we come in. I'd like to introduce you to a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution. We're all part of a community where we are taking our health back in ways that are simple, cost-effective, and fun. The goal of the Healthy Living Revolution is to partner up with families like yours who want better health and help them make doable changes. And to do this, we have free resources, nutritional support, and the organization that makes it possible. The team at the Healthy Living Revolution has created some excellent resources. We have cookbooks that are loaded with tasty, easy recipes, as well as short webinars on trending health topics. And for more information about those, the person that invited you can link you up with the Healthy Living Revolution website. We also have nutritional support, and nutrition is the foundation of good health, and the most important source of nutrients is plants. We need to flood our bodies with fruits, vegetables, and berries, and they're not just good for you, they're so good for you that they could actually save your life. We're supposed to eat a wide variety of 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, but almost no one does. Think about it. How many days in the past week have you eaten 9 to 13 servings of fruits, vegetables, and berries? Even the best eaters need help, and that's why we're so thankful for the nutritional support of Juice Plus. And I know for me, my Juice Plus story started almost 4 years ago, and I needed hope. It was hope for health, financial recovery, and it was also hope for rededicating myself to a mission worth getting up every day. Family and friends were dying all around me from illnesses that, quite frankly, were largely preventable. My own health was in crisis with a diagnosis of malignant melanoma and borderline osteoporosis. And with a month being on Juice Plus, I experienced regularity for the first time in my life, more restful sleep, improved dental health, and even better eyesight. But best of all, after 1 year of being on Juice Plus consistently every day, my bone density scores returned to normal range, and I've not had any additional skin cancers. So my Juice Plus story has no end in sight, and I said yes to the products and to the business at the same time because it just made sense to me. I joined the mission to help inspire healthy living around the world, but what I received was the best health I've had in years, a community that helped me discover myself again, and my hope for you is that these products and the community will make transformational changes into you too. And you know, when I first started eating Juice Plus, I trusted a friend who recommended that to me. However, it is backed by science if that's more important to you. And my friend Sandy will continue and tell us a little about the science. Sandy?
30 raw, vine-ripened whole foods. This is non-GMO. It's NSF certified to be free from contaminants. That's a big deal. We call it salad in a capsule, and here's how it works. First, the fruits and vegetables and berries are picked at peak ripeness. And this is really, really important because most of the nutrients in produce develop in the last 48 to 72 hours of ripening. And the produce that we buy at the store has to be picked long before it's ripe or it would be mushed by the time it got to us. So the store-bought produce doesn't have near the nutrient content of the produce in Juice Plus. And the produce is then ground up using the entire whole food, peels, leaves, seeds. This is important too because parts of the foods those parts contain a lot of nutrients. And in an orange, for example, about 80% of the vitamin C is found in the peel. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't eat the peels when I eat an orange. So it's important. The mixture is then gently dried at low temperatures, and it keeps all the enzymes active, and then it's put into capsules and chewables. One of the things I love about Juice Plus is that it's scientifically proven. It's the most researched nutritional product in the world. Just ask Siri, she'll tell you. With at least 38 studies published in peer-reviewed medical journals. And you guys, some of these are done by the top researchers in their field in the world. And they're published in some of the premier medical journals in the world. It's totally awesome. Juice Plus is food, not a vitamin. It's a food. It has a food label, a nutrition facts label, just like a bag of apples or carrots, not a supplement label. It also has no warning label. It's safe for people of all ages, including pregnant and nursing moms, medically fragile people, even certified for professional athletes. And there are no contraindications with any medications. That is amazing. We now have a plant-based omega blend too. The Juice Plus company found a way to skip the middle fish and go straight to their source of omega-3, the algae. This has not only omega-3, but it has all the omegas, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, all from plants. Even the capsule shells are made from plants. We have a whole food protein shake called Complete. It's vegan, gluten-free, high fiber, has a low glycemic load, which is super important in blood sugar levels. It's great for a quick breakfast, post-workout recovery, or healthy snack. Comes in chocolate and vanilla. They're also complete bars for awesome on-the-go nutrition. And finally, we have an amazing way to grow your own produce called the Tower Garden. It's an aeroponic, hydroponic, vertical growing system developed by Tim Blank, who was the chief horticulturalist at the Epcot Center. Tower Garden produce is more nutritious than produce grown by traditional gardening. It grows faster, and it uses only 10% of the water and space. So cool. And you can grow year-round with our grow lights. I think we have some stories here from people who want to tell you what this amazing product has done for them.
Okay, Elizabeth, your turn.
So if you can bear with me, I have a noisy one on my lap, but thanks, Sandy, for sharing the research. I get so excited every time I hear it. It's just amazing. I love that. Well, I want to share a little bit of my story because Juice Plus has really made a big difference for me in really only a few short months. After years of struggling with an autoimmune disease, a digestive disorder, recent postpartum hair loss, and fatigue, I'm feeling better than I have in a long time. It's also helped my children. My 3.5-year-old is regular, he's happier, and he's sleeping a lot better. He was a terrible sleeper before. He wouldn't even nap. And now not only does he sleep through the night, he sometimes takes naps. So he's a lot happier. So the whole house is a lot happier. My 9-month-old right here, he has some low muscle tone. So he's been receiving some physical and occupational therapy. And as I've been nursing him, he's been getting this awesome fruits and veggies in a capsule through my milk. So he's been getting this great nutrition. But I found that once I actually introduced it to his diet, he made some really big improvements as far as responding to that therapy, which he was responding, but he just that first week I introduced it into his diet, he just made some huge leaps. And the therapists were just marveling at how well he was doing. And recalling some of the research that has been done, I know that nutrients is being carried throughout his body and to his muscles, actually improving his muscle function. So I really accredit those big leaps in how he's doing to the introducing Juice Plus into his diet. So that's really exciting, and I'm really grateful for that. It's also helped my husband, who he works really hard. He has a pretty busy and demanding job and his schedule. So he has more energy, he doesn't get sick, or he hasn't, knock on wood. And he doesn't want junk all the time. He's even said, I don't even crave that sweet stuff anymore. So he's actually become a clean eater right before my eyes, which is awesome because, you just can't force it and make that happen. So it's been really great to get to watch it just kind of naturally take its course. We're just a really happy house over here, and it's really neat to see that each one of us have had improvements in only, less than 6 months, and pretty big improvements. Our quality of life is all around much better. So I'm just really grateful.
Could you just tell us briefly a little bit about your GI gut issues?
Yeah. So I I have celiac disease, and it went undiagnosed for over a decade, so it really did a lot of internal damage. So I ended up with a leaky gut. Actually had the testing done to show exactly how severe, and it was very severe. So pretty much everything I was eating was kind of leaking through my gut into my bloodstream, and my body, it really created a really strong autoimmune response. So I've been able to heal and seal my gut, and I've got my food allergies to go from 23 food allergies to 3. And I just feel like the best is I just don't feel so bad. I don't feel so fatigued. I have some energy. So just to be able to not only be able to like eat a lot more food and feel better, but just to have that energy has been huge. So.
Thanks. I just love your story. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. So let's see. Loree, do you want to share just briefly? Because you're the newbie. So Loree's the newbie, and she's only been taking Juice Plus for about 3 weeks. Is that about right? Oh, wait, I have to unmute you.
4, maybe. 4.
3 or 4?
Yes.
And she's just, she's not, we're putting her on the spot because she's not been on this call before, but she has some amazing things to share as a diabetic. And I just thought it would be really neat if you could briefly tell us just a little bit.
Yes. I was diagnosed with diabetes 2 about 10 years ago, and pretty much try to eat healthy and exercise to maintain my blood sugar levels. So what drew me to Juice Plus was when Carolyn had mentioned it was low glycemic content, and it was a product that I could use in between my meals and not affect my blood sugar. Little did I know all the great health improvements I was going to have. Every time I have a health improvement, I literally look it up because this is also new to me. And somebody else on the resources say, yes, this can happen. But within a week of taking the Juice Plus, I noticed that I had less brain fog and improved mental focus and energy. I was no longer waking in the middle of the night with sore muscles and getting up to take ibuprofen to be able to fall back to sleep. So in the morning, I was so droggy because if I take ibuprofen at 3 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock comes around pretty fast, and I was still feeling the effects of the ibuprofen. I no longer have to do that. I'm amazed. I'm sleeping better, less muscle fatigue, inflammation. And then I do have my blood work done every 6 months because of being diabetic. So I get a full blood panel done, checking my cholesterol, liver enzymes, and everything that comes upon me, like high blood pressure, high cholesterol. The doctor always says this is all part of diabetes. So there's never a solution. It's always, this is a part of diabetes, here's the medication. I'm on enough medication, I don't want any more. So my lab results, have improved so much that he ended up printing off the last year's lab results and showed me the improvement of my liver enzymes have improved, my cholesterol has went down, and each day I'm noticing more health changes. My vision at night for night driving has improved. I thought I was going to be done driving at night. I asked my eye doctor, and he said it could have been from my Lasix side effect of having Lasix, but now I'm so much better. The night lights, the glare is so much less. So I can't wait to see more. I mean, this is all within 3 to 4 weeks. I just had no clue that it was going to have such a profound effect on me. So yes, I keep on ordering products.
Well, it's exciting. Thank you for sharing your story. It's exciting to hear people who have had just amazing, amazing results. Not everybody blows it out of the water like you guys do, but everybody that I know is so grateful, and they just would never be a day without their Juice Plus. So I want to tell you a little bit about our company, because I get as excited about our company as I do the product. And if you've known me for very long, you know I'm always very excited about the product. But so the thing that I love about our company is that we're a community that offers solutions, and you've heard some of those. Juice Plus was my hope in a capsule when I was really sick a few years ago. But the Juice Plus company is more than just pills or shakes or Tower Gardens. It's a company that's been around for 50 years nearly, and Juice Plus has been on the in existence for 25 years. So we're celebrating our 25th anniversary. Our founder is Jay Martin. He's still at the helm of the company. We're privately held and debt-free. And not only do we inspire healthy living, but we inspire healthy giving with things like St. Jude's Marathon. We raised millions and millions of dollars for them last year. And the Boys and Girls Club, we put Tower Gardens there. So there's just lots and lots of things that we do to give back. And if you want to hear more about that, we can share about that later. But I want to tell you a little bit about my experience with the company from a personal viewpoint. And but I found that my mystery guest is on. So I really want Nanci Rogers to share a little bit with you about her experience with inflammation and heart health. She's our resident expert. She's a CRNA, and I thought she was delivering babies tonight, but maybe we got a break for a few minutes. And so Nanci, we call this Nanci's Nugget, which we get every time that she's able to be with us. And it is Heart Month. So I thought this might be appropriate if you could share just a couple things about that.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. And yeah, I flew in from a C-section and between epidurals. So yeah, the beauty of nutrition from a plant is how it affects the body from head to toe, as most of you have said. But the key link between chronic disease is inflammation. So whenever you can reduce inflammatory biomarkers in your blood through nutrition, then you're going to have improvement. And cardiovascular health is no different. Many of the triggers are due to inflammation in the arteries and the intima, the lining. So when you get the right nutrients to those cells, they're going to maintain their elasticity. They're going to maintain their health, and cholesterol and some of the fats won't clump as much within the artery walls if you have the right antioxidant carrying that cholesterol off to the lymphatic system, which takes it out of the body. So it has multi effects that are positive, always positive, whenever you're talking about fruits and vegetables. And it's the consistency of that variety, especially in the Vineyard blend, that provides cardiovascular health. And so nutrition is a really missing link in so much medicine. You can lower your cholesterol, but you still have a heart attack. You can exercise, but you still have a heart attack. And that's because the total comprehensive package of diet, health, exercise, stress reduction, but nutrition is the missing link that helps combat all that free radical damage that's rusting up your pipes inside. And so better flow, less constriction, and more elasticity all work together for better cardiovascular health. And, and you can talk about that for all organs of the body. So happy Heart Month. Not too much wine, red wine, but keep those berries flowing. And thanks for joining the call.
Thank you. Nanci does this every now and then, and I always learn something from her. Now I got to find me on here. Where am I? Am I gone? No.
You're good. I can hear you. We can all hear and see you.
You can see me? Because all I can see is you.
Nope, you're good.
Okay. All right. Well, so let me tell you a little bit about what my personal experience is. I love this company. I learned about Juice Plus 13 years ago when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and all I cared about was getting healthy, and Juice Plus became my hope in a capsule. And at the end of the day, I needed Juice Plus for my whole family. And so I said, if you buy enough of this stuff, can you get a discount? And so that's what I did. But what I learned over time was this could help my nutrition, fill my nutritional gap, but also my financial gap. And so we looked at the marketing plan, and my husband said to me, Carolyn, this is something you could do to really help people. I hadn't been working for years. I was a stay-at-home mom. And so I jumped in, and time went on, and I was kind of like the Pied Piper. People joined, and we just kept trucking along together as a group and as a team. And the people that have shared with you tonight are people that have graciously seen the benefit of fruits and vegetables for their own health, and they've wanted to share it with other people. And so what I've experienced is, when you finish with a presentation like this, you have all kinds of things going on in your mind. And some of those things are, gosh, I need this. Or it's like, well, I'm really doing okay. I think I'm just going to go it alone. And then some people are like, well, I need this and I need it right now. How can I get it? And other people are like, oh my gosh, Aunt Betty needs this and Uncle Joe needs this. And so kind of what I've seen is that it can be whatever anybody wants it to be for their own needs, for their own family. And I will tell you that I never thought I would have an income again. I had been an early retired school teacher and stayed home with my kids. So what I've seen is we call this part of the company the Freedom Revolution. It allows us to have freedom, financial freedom in some respects. I just didn't want our Juice Plus to come out of our family budget. I wanted to be able to pay for it. And that's what I did initially. So it can give parents financial peace of mind. So maybe they can stay home and have mom and dad care instead of daycare. Some are hard work. There are tons of hardworking professionals, people like Nanci. She works hard, but it's fun to have an additional source of income and a community of people that care about each other and have fun together and encourage one another. And then there are college kids, and they can build this as a side gig, and they don't have to flip hamburgers, which is, pretty cool. I remember my son working at Taco Bell, hanging out the drive-through window, and he got sick all the time because he was always hanging out the drive-through window. And there's empty nesters, and they can increase their retirement so that they have more opportunity to give and go wherever they want to. Particularly once you're retired, they don't want to be strapped. And I can remember one particular person saying, well, I didn't think I would ever have an opportunity to have extra income because I'm on a fixed income now. So it all takes place within the umbrella and the simple system of the Juice Plus family. And if you've heard anything tonight that makes sense to you, you want to get involved at any particular level, we'd be glad to have you. And I do want to tell you one thing, because this is like something that we haven't had before. If you're the person who's thinking, oh my gosh, I need to tell Aunt Sally and Uncle Bill about this. If you decide you want this for your whole family, like I needed it for 3 people, 3 adults. And if that's something that you feel like you need, or 2 adults, you can sponsor a child or a grandchild, and they can get free Juice Plus for up to 4 years. And the other piece is they can, you can register with the company, you can become your own customer. And if you were to find 2 other people that you think really need to hear about this, the company would give you $100 extra, just a bonus. So I always say, share the health with at least a couple of people so that you feel like you're a part of the community and you're able to inspire healthy living with at least 2 people, right? So I'm going to close this, or close the recording down. And then if anybody has questions,